Hi friends, welcome to KMate Gateway Education. Let's see the question from network theory. The topic is tangent. In this question he asked that the expression for current I of t for t greater than 0. Here carefully observe, he asked that current expression for I of t for t greater than 0. For t greater than 0, the switch is opened or closed. You see the arrow direction. The arrow direction indicates that the switch is closing. Suppose if the arrow indication is like this, the switch is opening. Okay, so you know very well about the tangent and you know the basics, so I am directly going to the question. Okay, so if the switch is open, we know that already the current through the inductor before switching action and after switching action is same. So before switching action, the current through the inductor, that is switch is opened. Before switching action, the switch is opened, so no current through that inductor, that equal to 0 amperes. Okay, so current through the inductor is 0 amperes. Now the switch is closed. So the given source is that 10 sin omega t. This is a AC sinusoidal source. So I of t equal to, the response I of t consists of I tangent of t plus I steady state of t. So it consists of the two parts. One is tangent part and steady state part, and you have to remember that this tangent part is also known as complementary function, and this steady state part is called particular integral, and this complementary function is also called source free response. No source is there. If no source is there, it is a homogeneous equation. Okay, if particular integral has a source. Okay, now apply KVL. Now applying KVL, minus V of t plus I of t into R plus L into di of t by dt equal to 0. I of di of t by dt plus I of t into R by L equal to V of t by L. Okay, so this is the differential equation. How to find the transient response? So the transient response, to find transient response, V of t equal to 0. So d plus R by L into I of t equal to 0. I of t equal to k into e power minus R by Lt. So you know very well about the first order differential equation, how to solve. Okay, so before going to any electrical subject, first study the mathematics, engineering mathematics, then you go for network theory or power systems or power electronics. Okay, then go for first mathematics, then signal systems. First you cover the two syllabus, then go for any subject. Okay, so next we found the steady state response. So steady state response, I of t equal to, how to find the steady state response? If you give a AC sinusoidal source, I of t equal to Vm. Suppose input is Vm sin omega t. Suppose input is input sin omega t. How to find the steady state response for the sinusoidal signals in circuit theory? Suppose if I have a input sinusoidal, okay, I get the output response. The response is something magnitude. So Vm into I am multiplying with some magnitude sine of omega t plus or minus. Okay, so now I find this transfer function. I have to find this transfer function magnitude and phase, and then I multiply the magnitude with the Vm and I have to add or subtract the phase. This is the procedure to find this steady state response. Okay, so I of t equal to, you can see here, I of t equal to V of t by R plus j omega L. So I of t by V of t is a transfer function. I of t by V of t is a transfer function. So I find I of t equal to V of t, something magnitude and phase. Okay, so what is R? 4 plus j omega is 300 and L is 1 by 100. So you get 1 by 4 plus j3, something you get a magnitude root of 9 plus 16, 25, 5 at an angle minus tan inverse of 3 by 4. Okay, so now the response consists of I of t Vm. The question is given as, let's see here, what is the 10 sin omega t, right? So the question is given 10 sin omega t, so 10 by 5 sin of omega t minus tan inverse 3 by 4. So omega t minus tan inverse 3 by 4. What is 3 divided by 4? Shift tan inverse, so 36.86. So what is the answer? So 2 sin omega t minus 36.86. So we know that for this is the steady state response. So I find the transient response. So I of t, total I of t equal to transient is I k into e power minus r by lt plus steady state response 2 sin of omega t minus 36.86. Okay, let's see here. Here I know that IL of 0 minus equal to IL of 0 plus equal to 0 amperes. Let apply here. So what is IL? This is response I of t, the current through the inductor. So IL of t, the current through the resistance is same, the current through the inductor is same. You can see here the current, whatever the current flowing through the resistance, this I of t, when switch is closed, it is going through the resistance, it going through the inductance. So what is the current flowing through the inductance is same as what is the current flowing through the resistance. Now you see here, this is the IL of t. Let IL of t equal to, so IL of 0 plus, so that equal to k e power 0 plus 2 sin of 0 minus 36.86. Sign of minus is, sign of minus theta is minus sin theta. So this is 0. So k minus 2 sin 36.86. So k equal to 2 sin 36.86. So finally the transient response k equal to, finally the response I of t equal to 236.86 into e power minus r by lt plus 2 sin of omega t minus 36.86. So that 36.86 is also called tan inverse 3 by 4. Tan inverse 3 by 4. Let's see the answer is there or not. So 6 by 5 e power minus 400 t, 6 by 5. So what is sin 36.86? Sin 36.86 into 2, 1.2 approximately it is. So this is 1.2 e power minus r by l 4 by 400 t. So e power minus 400 t. So this is e power minus 400 t. So this is approximately 1.2. Check it, 1.2 where it is coming. Where it is coming. 5 by 6. 6 divided by 5, it is 1.2, correct. So 6 by 5 is correct. So this is correct, it is correct, it is correct, it is correct. Now I have to check this. So 2 sin omega t minus tan inverse 3 by 4. So whether I have an option, 2 sin omega t minus tan inverse, omega is 300, tan inverse 3 by 4. So this is wrong, this is option correct. So this is right answer. You mark that and you go left out the exam hall, but after the exam hall you can see that there is another answer. There is another answer. This is a multiple set question. So you see here, let's see here, this is 6 by 5 e power minus r by lt. Let leave that. So 2 sin of, let sin of omega t, let this is tan inverse 3 by 4 is 5. Tan inverse 3 by 4 is 5. Sin of a minus b. What is sin of a minus b? Sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. Right or not? Right. So 6 by 5 e power minus r by lt plus 2 sin of omega t to sine omega t cos phi minus cos omega t sine phi. So 2 sine 300t cos phi, what is cos 36.86? 36.86 is 0.8, so it is 0.8, so it's automatically this is 0.6. Okay, so 2 into 0.8 1.6 sine 300t minus 2 into 0.6 1.2 cos omega t. So you can whether check this is answer is there. 2 sine, so 8 by 5, so how much is 8 by 5? 0.4, 5 sorry 5 ones 5, 1.6 1.2, so 1.6 and 1.2, 1.6 cos sine 300t, so 1.6 sine 300t, so first option is correct. So option A and option C are correct. Okay, hope you understand. This is the multiple set question you can expect in GATE 2021, this type of questions. Okay, let's see the next question. So let's see the next question. It is from electrical machines. The topic is auto transformer. So here you see the question here. A 10 kVA 1150 by 115 two winding transformer has a full load efficiency of 90% at 0.6 power factor. The transformer is used as 1150 by 1265 auto transformer. Estimate the power output of the auto transformer. Okay, so actually how you do this? So what is the two winding transformer rating is given? 10 kVA. This is 1150 and this is 115. What is the current flowing through this? So let assume dot here. What is the current here? 10 into 1000 by 10k divided by 115, 1150, 10k divided by 1150, you get 8.69 amperes here. So how much? 8.69 amperes. So 10 kV by 115 is 86.9 amperes here. Let's take this is 86.9 amperes. So this is the current flowing through the primary and secondary winding. He asked that 1150 by, so 1150, this is 1150. I want to get 1265, 1150 115, that is 1265. So I connect like this. So plus or minus how much? 115. So finally I will get 1265. So he asked to estimate the power output of the auto transformer at full load unity power factor. So this is for only for confusion only. So this is not required. Full load unity power factor, full load efficiency. So this is not required at the time for calculating power output of the auto transformer. Okay, so here what is the current flowing through this winding? What is the current flowing through this 115 winding? 86.9 amperes. So here 86.9 amperes current flow in this winding. I have connect this load like this. So to the load the current would flow. I want to connect load to that auto transformer. To that load the current should be flow. So the current enters into the load. So the current direction such that it comes out from dot. So if it comes out from dot, so the current must enter this dot in this winding. So to satisfy Lenz's law or to satisfy the transformer action. So if primary winding enters, secondary winding leaves, because transformer is a negatively coupled. Suppose if primary winding is there, if you have a primary flux, secondary flux must oppose. When it will oppose? When current enters in, that means current flux will oppose, means that when current enters the dot in one terminal and current leaves the dot in another terminal, then only you have a opposition, flux opposition. Okay, so the one according to transformer action, one current leaves the dot, means in another winding the current enters the dot. So if you connect the load to this auto transformer, definitely the current flows through the load. So if current flows through the load, the current direction is like this, the current leaves the dot. So what is the power output? 1265 into 86.9, so that equal to 109.9, approximately 110 kV. So approximately 110 kV. So this is the actually the solution to this. In multiple set question, how they will ask the same question. A 10 kVA 115 by 1150 by 115 volts 2 winding transformer has a full load efficiency of 96% at 0.4 factor. The transformer is used as okay, 1150. The primary has a 1150. He only said that the auto transformer has a primary voltage of 1150. He is not given the total. The transformer has a primary voltage of, the auto transformer has a primary voltage of 1150. So what is the power output? Let's see here. So additive, so he does not mention the secondary voltage of the auto transformer. So I don't know whether it is additive polarity or subtractive polarity. So I can connect the two winding transformer of in auto transformer to two winding transformer to the auto transformer in 4 ways. Okay, two additive polarity, two subtractive polarity. Okay, so but he said that the primary is of 1150 only. So the primary is of 1150 with additive polarity. I have calculated. I get the power output of the auto transformer is 110 kVA. So now I will connect primary of 1150, and now the secondary is connect like this. That is subtractive polarity. Because I am connecting load to this auto transformer, the current should flow like this only. The current should flow through the load only. Okay, so the current should flow through the load only. So the current must enters the dot. Here the current enters the dot. If current enters the dot in this winding, the current should leave the dot in this winding. Okay, if current enters the dot in this winding, the current leaves the dot in this winding, right or not? Okay, right. So what is the voltage here? Minus 1150. So this is plus or minus, and this is plus or minus 1150 plus 115 plus V0 equal to 0. So what is output voltage? 1150 minus 115, how much? 1035. So 1035. So what is the current flowing through this? This is 115. This is 115 volts. So what is the current flowing through this? 86.9 amperes. 86.9 amperes. So 1035 into 86.9. How much? 89.9. 89.9. Well, let's check it. Minus 1150 minus 115 1035 into 86.9. So that is 89.9. That is 90 kV. Right. So you have so let A option is 90. So 90 and 110 is the option. Okay. He does not give any information about the secondary side voltage. He given the information about the primary voltage of the auto transformer. Then you have to go for additive polarity and subtractive polarity, because he does not mention the secondary voltage. Whether it is additive polarity or subtractive polarity. There is a two possibilities. If primary voltage is given, there is a two possibilities. If he does not mention anything, I connect the auto transformer. He does not mention what is primary voltage and secondary voltage. Then you get 4 options. 4 kVA. So carefully solving the solving the problems is not important. Understanding the question is important. Understanding the question is very important. What he is given, what he is asking. If you go for multiple set question, okay, let's see the next question here. let's see the next question. This is from circuit theory. He asked that what is the value of the R that will make energy stored in inductor is equal to the energy stored in the capacitor and DC steady state condition. But in our GATE 2021 syllabus, resonance is not there. But under steady state condition, if energy stored in capacitor equal to energy stored in inductor is nothing but a resonance condition. But if you see the question, how to solve? Under steady state condition, what happens to capacitance? Open. Inductor short. Let's see here. So hint given is energy stored in inductor is equal to energy stored in capacitor. So this is of 8 ohms. This is open, and this is R in steady state, and this is short. Okay, so let current flowing through this I1 and this current flowing through this I2. So this is IL of infinity, and this is plus or minus VC of infinity. So you can see that I can write, so if I open this R resistance is series with, so simply the circuit is look like this. 10 amperes, this is 8 ohms, and this is of something look like this, because this is zero potential, this node is same, so I can bring this two down. Okay, so this is IL of infinity here. So what is IL of infinity? So IL of infinity is 10 into R, 8 by 8 plus R. So that is 80 by 8 plus R. Okay. Similarly, what is VC of infinity? So VC of infinity equal to IL of infinity into R, that equal to 80 into R plus 8 plus R. What he is given, energy stored in the capacitor is equal to energy stored in inductor of L I square half C V square half, what is L here? L is how much? 5 microhenry. IL of T is 80 by 8 plus R whole square. Half, what is C here? 180 microfarads into V is, I found that 80 into R, 80 into R whole square divided by 8 plus R whole square. If you equate this, half cancel, here 80 is cancel, 80 square is cancel, 80 square is cancel, 80 plus R whole square is cancel, 80 plus. So R square is something you get. R square is something you get. Find R. You get the answer and give the answer in the comment box. Okay, so try to solve the more number of problems. Solving the more number of problems is not important. Understanding the question is important to solve the multiple set questions. Okay, to solve the multiple set questions, understand the question very carefully, what he is given, what he is not given, and you solve the more number of solved examples, then you get an idea. Okay, thank you friends. If you like the video, share to your friends. Thank you.